空はいざなうなゆたの牛の目覚めを滅ぶさためつろう世界で星は最悪永遠の世の響きを赤く染まる未来を切り裂いてリンガリンでルテンする天と地の狭間で君の祈る声願う夢望む明日守ろう
Over time they erode and destroy hearts of good souls in the dark, filled with dismay, laid along and fake too much, all the way through till the crumble. Into shattered down they go. Don't let 'em do it like that to us. Don't allow all this that made you weak. So make up from no sleep. Don't refuse to be free to let go. Time is reason to break out this in your mind. Take my hand, join the team. Gonna let the dead leaf fall down. Hey, it's time to rise up.
Really gonna keep it going, going deep down here, knowing what's gonna happen next. Unknown, can't keep my eyes closed, man, it's cool. Look everywhere for my identity, hurt everywhere, did I blow into an entity? I don't know where have I gone wrong. Wanna try me, but you only got hate, only interested in my fate and insensitive.
Hello, people. You didn't see any test.
Wait, did they see the test?
Solus says he saw the test, but he said that before you opened chat, so it wouldn't even appear for you.
Oh wait, no, I see it. I see it. Hello
Yeah.
test was seen. Okay, well,
Yep, you did not
this is not a
see.
podcast.
You didn't see test.
Look, I just want to say, what's up, Glenn? What's up, dude? How's it
Hello,
going?
hello, everybody. How's
This
your day
double-
going? How's your week
Hello,
been?
everybody.
Is good. It sounds great. Very
Yeah.
happy for you.
Yeah, I'm glad you could tell us all the details of your recent family vacation to the Bahamas.
Yeah, sure, that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, how are you doing, friend?
You know, I can't believe you'd ask me such a stupid ass question. I'm doing great, thank you for asking. Recently, you know what is weird? Everything has actually been going really okay. Like, not in the YouTube department because, god damn it, I can't think of anything to make. But everything else is going pretty good. I'm doing my Savage Static on 14. That's going really well. I'm going to work. Work is doing fine. And the birds are happy. I'm happy. Everything's pretty damn good right now. What about you? What's going on?
I almost got COVID, or at least I thought I almost had COVID.
Oh, so your life fucking sucks right now.
No. Oh, so what it was is I just woke up Sunday and a friend friend came into town and was like, "Hey, let's go to IHOP." And I was like, "Cool. What time?" We're already there.
Well, I mean,
So
they just said, "Hey, you want to come to IHOP with us?" Yeah, sure. When? Now?
yeah, so we got up and went to IHOP and we had a nice little brunch. And then I went to work, and then the day after, the morning after, I get a call from a friend of ours that you know, who was with us at IHOP,
Okay.
and they're like, "Hey, so they had COVID. Do you have any tests?" And I'm like, "Ah, shit. Yeah, I do." So we tested, and we're all fine. Everyone's fine. But it was still
love to
just
hear that.
like a solid like 2 days of well, we just caught it yesterday. When I had COVID the first time, I didn't like start to have symptoms until like a couple of days, 2 or 3 days later. So I don't know if I want to do a test right now, and I just kind of like sat around for like 2-3 days waiting to see if I would have COVID, waiting until I
So-
felt something, and then
so
once I
right
still didn't
now,
feel
you're good.
anything, I took the test.
Okay.
I don't have COVID.
Okay, so you're good. But you felt it. You definitely felt it.
I didn't feel anything. I was waiting to see if I felt anything because typically it takes like a day or two for COVID to kick in.
Yeah, it does take its sweet time.
Mm-hmm.
affecting the
And
human
it
anatomy.
can even result in false negatives sometimes if you do it too early. So, yeah, I was just kind of waiting around to see.
We need more reliable tests out there for everything.
Yeah.
Pregnancy, COVID, drug,
Yeah.
etc.
But that's kind of all I did. I mean, I played SMT5 and hey, guess what? I fucking finished it. The review coming soon. That's all I have left now is just to do the review.
Can't wait.
And then I also have a bunch of video ideas. I have a bunch of video ideas for what to do with SMT555. And it's just it's just a matter of doing them now.
Well,
Just
shit,
a matter of doing them now, and I'm very happy. I really like it, but gotta wait around. Oh, Sleep. Oh, actually, this is great that you're here, Sleep, because we're gonna be talking about something that you'd be interested in. Also, hi.
Sleep?
I'll talk about later. We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
Any-
Fuck
Anyway, yeah, that was my week. Your week sounds like it was whatever.
Yeah, my week sucked, if you can tell.
Yeah, it was awful. Well, first off, this is something that I only found today, and as a result, I couldn't put it on our docket or anything.
Wait a minute. I gotta pause you right there. You put a note in one of the things that I linked, and you know what I'm talking about. Is Sleep that person?
Yes.
Okay. Good. Sleep, we're gonna talk about that. But for now, go ahead and say your thing.
Anyway, first thing that I want, I saw it today, so I couldn't put it on the docket, but more Kaneko art has appeared.
Of that same IP?
No, this is a different one. This is Festibattle, which, as far as I can tell, is still a mobile game. It's not like he's doing all of the art. He's not doing all the art, but he's apparently doing some of the art. He's doing like a couple of characters.
Uh-huh.
And I've tried looking into it, but I can't tell if this is related or if this is by that Colopal company that he now works for. But this is the art. I have it on screen. And
What do you think of it?
what I'll say I don't think this is Kaneko being rusty or anything. I think it's whoever colored it just only like they didn't do any shading. They just did flat colors.
Yeah, it looks like pre-alpha.
It looks off, but it's because there's a severe lack of shading that I'm used to in Kaneko's work. Whoever colored this just did solid colors. It might have been Kaneko himself. It's just, you know, shading, please.
Yeah, there's no shading.
It looks unfinished.
Well, I mean, it could just be, yeah, pre-alpha, beta drawings. Maybe it's not the final piece. Maybe it's just like, hey, this is the design right here, and then
maybe
we'll get better pieces later. I don't know.
Also, just from doing a little bit more Googling, trying to look around, it seems as though this mobile game is actually related to Colopal. At least it seems like it. Says it's developed by Coloplast, which is the word Colopal, but with AST at the end. So it seems like it's related to Colopal. And I guess they were like, hey, do you want to do some art for, like, some character art for our game? And it's like, oh, yeah, sure. And actually looking at the screenshots of, like, in-game and, like, what the character models look like, the flat coloring might be on purpose, actually. Because this whole thing has some pretty flat colors when it comes to the in-game models, but it's an art style that works better with the flat coloring.
Right, yeah, that's... I feel like very few manage to do flat colors justice.
I'm trying to find a good screenshot to show... And to be fair, there is still some color or some shading, but it's not... It's not like... It's still mostly flat. Here,
right.
I'm gonna throw one up.
Yeah,
This seems to be from a live stream they did where they were showing off the gameplay. So
okay.
That's still the same cat girl, and it's still very like brighter colors, not a ton of shading. But this is an art style that I think works better for something like that, and then I don't think Kaneko's art style fits great with that.
Definitely different than Kaneko's art style, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it looks nice. Saturation looks great. The art that is on the right is fine. But yeah, Kaneko doesn't really fit with this, I don't think.
Yeah. This is all... I don't know. It's some gacha game, so I just instantly lose interest. I don't care. Gachas...
Yeah.
I have a very complicated history with gacha games. And by complicated, I mean I've tried a lot, and I just can't get into it.
I mean, that's a good thing, dude. That is a wonderful thing for you. I'm very happy for you.
Even when it's not monetary based, I just genuinely just don't like the mechanic. I just can't get into the mechanic.
So it's like I think some people are turned off by the energy systems for it, which I completely understand, because if you want to keep playing, then you just get turned off immediately. It's just like blue balls. It's like, well, I was just playing. I just wanted to keep playing, and I can't play now. It's like, yeah, you can, but you got to spend money. It's like the worst. But either way, yes, Glenn, I called you a beta. AJ, I don't know how to put it, but the guy on the left looks like if Kaneko tried to draw a Nomura character. Yeah, because the guy on the left looks like
Here, I'll pull it back up.
On the original picture, put it back up.
Yeah, give me a sec. There it is. And
yeah, so it looks like the guy looks like Sora from Kingdom Hearts 3 to me.
He does actually. His outfit.
I think that's where it's coming from.
His
but
outfit
also, I mean,
in
yeah, in general, the outfit. Yeah, the outfit in particular is specifically what it is, and it is very, it is very Nomura style. I agree. I
also agree, Sleep, they do look like Xenosaga characters. I think it's probably just like the very sci-fi aspect to them, where there's a lot of detail, sci-fi anime. I do like kind of like that general sci-fi anime aesthetic, but there's also a part of me that's just like, there's something about it there's parts about it I like and parts I don't. I don't know how to put it.
That's fair. The art is kind of like it's neither here nor there. It's not we don't hate it. We don't love it either. It's kind of just here and there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, with that, I think we can move on to the first bit, right?
Yeah. The next
First
little bit. So there were 3 things that I just kind of wanted to talk about before we kind of get into the news. The first was this, because it just popped up last minute. The second thing was something that no one would have come to me for, but I still feel like, I should probably like say something. So, in case you didn't know, Game Explain earlier this week, they laid off basically all of their full-time staff. The only one that's still there full-time is Andre. The people that used to be full-time are now they just don't work there anymore. It apparently was a money thing, and as someone who's worked with them in the past for like freelance, as well as just kind of like casually in contact with them, I genuinely, I believe like everything everyone's saying, where it's just like, it was a matter of, they couldn't keep it going. There's genuinely no hard feelings between any of the people involved. It's just how things kind of turned out. I don't know. I felt like I felt like it was something that I should say something about, even though I'm not, like, I don't work for them. I just freelance.
No, you're still freelance, but yeah, I mean, if it's related to you, I think it's fine to bring up. Yeah. No, totally.
Another thing, I'm probably not gonna be getting any freelance work from them for a while.
I doubt they have any money to hire you with right now.
Yep, for the time being. So I was thinking like, I'm gonna be able to. I'm probably gonna be doing the answer review for the DLC, the episode Aegis, as it's now called, and that's not happening. So I will be finding out about that at the same time as everyone else.
Well, there you go. Also,
It'll be
Ace, you're right,
fun.
it did look like concept art from Phantasy Star Online. I have to agree with that. The Conic art earlier, it looked like Phantasy Star Online.
You know what? That's true. That's very true, actually. It did look like Phantasy Star.
Yeah, I had to agree with that one.
Mm-hmm. And then finally, the last thing I wanted to mention before, or at least like quickly just throw in there before we get into like the docket and stuff. So last week we talked about this elephant and his lack of ears.
Yeah, the ears are right there. That was a different elephant.
Yeah, no, this is the same elephant. But
so you're saying he's got ears now?
He has his ears back. But he vomit. He got his ears back. But now there's a new problem, and this one's a bit more subtle.
Wait, is Vomit the name of the elephant?
No.
Okay, so why did you say that?
His ears went away because hungry, because ate.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Go on.
Well, now he has a new problem. He has a new problem, and this problem's actually a lot more subtle.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see if you can figure out what the problem is.
Okay. From this picture.
Yes.
What the problem is? Okay. Let's see. I mean, he's got a trunk. I mean, the mouth is kind of like not really there, I guess.
Yeah.
Like yeah. I mean, there's no. I mean, I don't really know what I expect from an elephant drawing, like a mouth line or anything. I feel like if you made him smile, look a little silly. But like,
no,
yeah, there's not much there.
No. No, you're right.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'm not sure how that would.
No, I genuinely, I don't think you understand. You are right.
Yeah.
Mouth.
Yeah.
Mouth gone.
Mouth gone.
Mouth gone.
Mouth gone. No, there's no mouth on that thing.
No mouth. This is the same elephant. He got his ears back, but now he don't have a mouth.
That Oh, fucking duh. Yeah, the tusks. Real elephants have tusks.
Yeah.
That's why there's no mouth on it, because there's always the tusks. If you have tusks on an elephant, you don't see the mouth because you see the tusks. That's why.
Yeah, well.
That's why I said that.
Well,
Thank you, chat.
he
Forgot about the
have
tusk.
no mouth now, and he must scream.
He must scream.
He must
Well,
scream.
he got his ears back, so that should be enough, right?
I don't know. I mean, he could fucking starve.
Yeah. Aren't tusks technically teeth, so they're gone with the mouth? Yeah, I guess they are technically teeth.
Well,
Why they're from that.
based on how I kind of understand things, the tusks are actually probably still there. There just isn't a mouth for them to poke out of.
Right. Yeah. You
Just-
imagine? You imagine having tusks?
Yeah, that'd suck. That movie Tusk is all
That
about
movie
what it was
fucking-
like to have tusks.
Did you see that movie?
Yeah, years ago.
Dude, yeah, I saw it in theater years ago too, and it was the only movie to make me cringe and like walk out of the theater for a minute. Cause like I saw the moment when he like woke up as the thing, right? And the guy was just laughing. He was screaming in terror, and for whatever reason, I empathized with that. I empathized with him becoming a walrus, so I had to walk out for like a minute.
Oh, that's
You know what I
funny.
mean? I watched it. It was pretty, cause like I'm pretty good at like separating myself. Like if I'm watching a movie and like a dog dies, right? Like everybody hates when the dog dies. I don't really care because I can separate myself from it. That I could not separate myself from for some reason, and I felt what he felt, and I was like, oh shit, to wake up and be stuck in this place you don't know as a walrus forced to eat raw fish in this guy's basement. And then just him screaming for like 5 minutes straight.
It's too real. Too real.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I was like, I relate to this in some strange form of like way. Yeah, I couldn't do it.
It's too real.
I was like, man, what if I became a walrus?
Yeah.
Did you think about that?
No.
So
I just kind of laughed at the absurdity.
okay. Yeah, okay. You know what? That was me when the guy in Jessica Jones walked into the hospital. And he was. It's me, Nova RB. I'm just here to say that Mac is under construction.
We're live again.
Oh, we're good.
Hopefully. I hope to
Hopefully.
God.
Okay. Well, what's up, chat? Are we chilling for you guys too?
Am I here? Are we here? Is it good?
Chainsaw Man finally eating the Jack Frost demon and wiping all Megaton YouTubers who use him as an icon from existence. Sad.
Oh no!
Every Jack Frost YouTuber is gone.
No, I don't want to be gone!
They're gone, dude. You're gone.
Ah! Demons haven't been banished. But yeah, are we good? Oh, that
AJ
sucks.
says
I'm
we're good.
sorry about that, Ace. Sorry, that sucks. Oh no, he's coming.
Wait, what did they say?
Oh no, now it says OBS is disconnecting and reconnecting.
Oh.
Oh no!
Oh no!
This is a disaster.
Oh!
Just restrict. I just type into the chat, help.
Mac, I think we're fucked.
Is it just unsalvageable right now?
Dude, what internet provider do you use?
Spectrum. It's the only option.
Yeah.
It's the only option.
Mm.
Oh, are we good now? Are we good? Everything seem good, people.
AJ says it does. I guess we could just keep going until. Do you see reconnecting on your OBS?
Yeah. No, OBS seems fine now. I hope. Let's just try and be quick with it, I guess.
Let's just we'll just move on.
Let's just get into this. Okay. First up. Let's talk about. I picked this up because I was curious if you might have any thoughts.
Yeah.
But there's the
I
new.
saw the.
the new Spider-Man cartoon. God.
Yeah, Soul said a buffered toy. Oh shit, yep. It's
Oh my
gone.
god.
Oh no.
This is great.
Might
I'm
not
having
be
a
the
lot
day.
of fun.
Yeah, I can't find this. Can't find this clip.
Oh shit. Oh my god. I'm so happy.
Oh boy.
I love Spectrum. It's just like an occasional buffer. Okay, whatever. Let's just get into this. We'll try.
We'll run with it.
We'll just keep going.
No, I didn't see the clip. I could not find the clip. So I just assumed it was like, hey, there's a clip coming soon, and it's gonna be like that. As for what I think in general, looking at that concept art, if you somehow manage to pull up the picture, if you want to, it's got it's Tom Holland's Homecoming Spider-Man suit, and it's gonna be based off that, I guess.
Okay. First off, we're talking about Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man in case it got lost in all the cutoff. Basically, this show, when it was first announced, was announced as an origin story for Tom Holland's Spider-Man, where it was going to be like he gets bit and then all these things. So it was going to go through all of that. But then it disappeared for years. There was no talk about it. All we had was some basic concept art that was in this general art style, and it looked cool. It's very much throwback to the original Steve Ditko art. But it just disappeared for years. And then it eventually came back, and then it was just completely unrelated to Tom Holland's Spider-Man. It's just its own thing. And that's when we started seeing things like, oh, they're introducing, what is it, Oscorp and all that.
Yeah.
Stuff that, was not that's not in the MCU, that is decidedly not in the MCU. It's even noted in No Way Home that there is no Oscorp.
Yeah.
So it's just completely unrelated. Also, and not to say anything, but like, the Harry and all them, the Osborns, the black, not to say anything, but they're black.
Yeah. Okay. I see what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
but it's very
Yeah.
Basically, what it seems like they're doing is they're kind of leaning more into this all MCU multiverse crap, because that's what they're doing all the time now.
Yeah, that's Spider-Man now.
Mm-hmm. It just seems to be an alternate universe thing. And then we hear a little bit more about it recently, and now it's no longer 2D, it's actually 3D, but it's still this general style.
I see.
Black Spider woke, exactly.
Spider woke. Yep, Spider woke.
Spider woke. Spider woke.
Here's what I think. I think it's good. It was a good decision for them to make it not an origin to Tom Holland's Spider-Man, because one, they kept it out for a reason. I'll give you a guess what that reason was. Hint: you don't need a guess. It's because it's been overdone in the movies, right? Okay, sure.
No. See, they had this grand plan the whole time that actually, from the beginning, they were actually planning this entire trilogy to be an origin story for him. I swear, because No Way Home decided to do it at the midway point. So clearly, that was the plan the whole time.
No, you're right. Yeah, so they had this completely planned. Great idea to make it not specifically Tom's, because why was Doctor Strange there?
Yeah,
it would have been weird for Doctor Strange to fight Venom and then have that be the way he gets bitten by a spider. It's just like, what?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would first off, that methodology is strange in general, I guess.
Yes,
strange. So it's strange, but
I guess it real quick. I don't know if you gave context as to what you're talking about.
Oh, was that not part of the reveal there?
No, I don't think either of us said it. I think we just read it.
So here's so Roto said it right. Basically, I didn't see the clip, but there's this tweet from Discussing Films, and it says that there's a. Actually, let me read it verbatim. It says, hold up. The first clip from Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man reveals Peter gets his spider bite when Doctor Strange and Venom come through a portal, fighting along with a spider. Now, I didn't see that clip, so I'm going off of that lack of context as well. I'm just going off of this.
So the
caption.
only clip that's going around is a short 3-second thing that was teased in a what is it? It was in a Steve Ditko. They honored him as they named him a Disney legend, which I have thoughts about the whole Disney legend crap. But in it, they had like this montage of all these Spider-Man things, and they quickly showed it off. It's just a 2-second thing of Peter writing something in a book.
That's the clip?
It's just Peter writing in a book. It's nothing noteworthy.
Was the animation good?
It's not enough to really go off of, because it is CG, but it's trying to do a CG mimicking 2D thing, where it still looks like this art that we see, but it's when it's moving, it's clearly CG. So
Right, yeah.
I feel like it's not enough to really judge just yet whether or not it'll be any good, but as it stands, I want to see more.
I've always been on the boat that it's like there can be any weird or crazy or dumb idea that people want to do. Total freedom with which to do what you want with the character. People have been doing it for a while. Go ahead, different coming out each time. I think that's fine. So do whatever strange idea that you want to do, and the stream's going.
God fucking damn it! Yeah, OBS. It says disconnected.
It's back.
It's back.
It's back.
Oh my god! Just keep rolling, keep rolling. God, my god.
We're gonna keep rolling. Do whatever you want to do, and if it sucks, it sucks. If it's great, it's great. Cool. I think it's a strange idea, but nothing less for Doctor Strange, because it's strange.
I want to know why he
Venom's
gets his.
Weird though.
I want to know why Doctor Strange is fighting Venom before Spider-Man exists, and the only answer that I can come up with is this is multiverse, and if so, that's already kind of killing interest for me.
Yeah, because then it starts like, I mean, part of the biggest plots for Spider-Man is getting the black suit, which of course happened in Secret Wars in the comics, so it's always been different in the media, not just like it came down on a meteorite and then it found Peter, right?
Yeah, in the original comic, he actually went to a different planet. Damn it.
Yeah,
it's reconnected.
Real quick, Walt, check your coax cable on your router. Make sure it's like tightened.
Okay, I gotta go to a different room to do that.
All right.
I'll be back.
All right. Yeah, while he's checking the coax cable on his router, long story short, yeah, I think and I hope it goes well. I don't even know if this is coming through because it's buffering on my screen, but like, either way.
That's the part that I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't think that it...
I'm gonna just reboot the fucking router. Keep them entertained, please.
Yeah, while you're rebooting the router, so...
Yeah. It actually restarted really quickly. I'm kind of shocked by that.
We were a little surprised, yeah.
I was so hesitant. I was initially hesitant to do it because I'm like, this is going to be off for like 10 minutes, and I didn't want to do that. But no, it only took like 3 minutes. That wasn't that bad.
Well, good.
Yeah. Well, I guess let's just wait and see everyone respond and make sure it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
While that's happening, yeah, I don't know about the Spider-Man thing, but I'm open to pretty much anything that happens. It's just, yeah, it's really, really weird.
If they just let it be its own thing, don't try and tie it in.
Yeah. Don't
try and tie it into anything else. One thing I will say that is also concerning me is apparently they cast who's playing Peter. They announced who's playing Peter, and it's the guy who plays who It's the guy who plays Peter in What If, in which he is ostensively trying to be Tom Holland.
Wait, it's that same guy?
It's the exact same guy.
Oh,
So that just also just instantly makes me think, oh, god damn it, they're just going to make this the MCU, isn't it?
yeah, I really hope if he tries something different in that regard, because that was... Well, I mean, I don't know, maybe did they even inform the actor? I wonder that it's not an MCU project anymore, it's just its own thing.
He might have initially been cast because it was an MCU project at the beginning, but now it might just be he's attached to be attached. You know, because he was already attached.
Because that could have been just direction at the time, but hard to really say.
I don't know.
Also,
I don't know.
Mix Up Cat. No, this is not a podcast.
This is not a podcast. Don't do
Not a
that.
podcast.
Don't do that. No.
Don't even insinuate this.
Yeah.
So, we can get into that.
Anyway.
What's next?
Past that, I guess on to the next little thing. This is for me and not you.
Okay.
The One Piece got a big old breakdown. The One Piece is, for those who don't know, it is a remake of One Piece, the anime. It's a new anime being done by Wit Studio, the guys who did Attack on Titan and seasons 1 through 3, as well as they are currently doing Spy Family and other shows like it. They also did the first season of Vinland Saga.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's good animation.
So for whatever reason, they have this weird trend of the first, like, doing the early seasons of a show, and then this show gets picked up by Macca for some reason. So maybe if that happens to One Piece, that'll be hilarious. But they had this big breakdown where it's like a whole behind the scenes production thing. They announced who's going to be involved with it, and it is like kind of huge, the people they have on board. They basically have everyone. They have everyone who worked. It's like everyone at some point worked on Attack on Titan. It's really funny. The director worked on Attack on Titan. The series composition was a guy who worked on Attack on Titan. Character design, like all these things were done by Attack on Titan people, and I think that's really funny. It's really funny
that they're all the ones working on the One Piece thing.
Yes. The wild thing about this whole remake is the fact that it's going on at the same time as the main show is still going. So I don't think I've ever seen something get a remake while it's still happening.
Well, I mean, the thing is One Piece has been going on for so long, it's got a lot of different shit while it's still happening.
True,
you know?
But I've never seen it.
Like, I think this is like a new precedent for that kind of thing.
It kind of is setting a new precedent.
It's already starting. It's
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I get it's a kind of a negative connotation to say, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Being milked. The IP is being milked
abso-fucking-lutely. This is just a piece of milking. This is a piece of milking I'm fine with, only because it's kind of necessary in the sense that the show is so slowly paced.
I mean, as long as it's good, right?
It's it's the sort of thing where it's like, I get it. This needed a Dragon Ball Z Kai at some point. I just thought it was going to be like Kai, where it's just a re-edit with a couple of new animations. This is full-blown, a brand new, different thing.
So this is going to be a Kai, but instead of a remaster, it's a remake.
Yes. It is more like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood in its production than Kai.
I see. Okay.
And they didn't show off any like footage or like a trailer or anything. It was mostly just interviews and talks with the people behind the show, as well as a bunch of concept art. And I think, obviously, it's concept art. You can't get a great idea of what the show's going to look like based off of concept art. But I really like how it looks. I really like it. They bring one of the things that I've even talked with my roommate about that I really miss from early One Piece is the watercolor backgrounds. The watercolor backgrounds were some of my favorite things about the early One Piece art style, And this seems to be, at least just based on concept art, seems to be bringing it back for everything, both the environments and the characters, and I really like that. I think it just looks really good. I can't wait to see what it looks like in an actual trailer. It's just a matter of time, and we're probably not going to get this until like next year, if I had to guess.
I do like what I'm seeing in the concept art right now. Like, I'm looking through it. This looks like really good.
Now, the funny thing, I don't know if you've looked at the character designs yet.
I only what's in this concept art so far.
So they released character design sheets.
Yeah.
They released character design sheets, and a lot of it is like exactly what you would. It's exactly what you would expect. It's exactly what you would expect. So Luffy, he looks a bit more. He has like his post time skip face, but he still looks like Luffy. Then you get. I'm trying to pull it up. Then you get Zoro and Sanji, and they look about like what you would expect. You know, just watercolors. They're not as cartoonish. It looks a bit more like Oda's modern style, but it's still like what you would expect. And then you get to the last one with Usopp and Nami.
So let's go. What do we got? Oh wow!
And Usopp is whiter than Nami.
He's white. Man has been whitened.
They cannot stop with the whitewashing of Usopp. Now, to be clear, Usopp is a character who he has been dealing with a lot of like whitewashing stuff all over the place. Oda doesn't depict him as being like the darkest skinned character. The anime, he has been consistently whitewashed and just made whiter over time. This is just the whitest he's ever been. But this is like comedic because he's now whiter than the white girl.
Brother has never been so white before.
And like one thing I will also say is Oda, when he colors skin color, it is typically like when he colors skin color for something, he tends to use the same skin color for everybody. Rarely, unless it's like a plot point, will he actually color a character with a different skin tone.
Yeah.
And I guess it's just like a time-saving measure of like just make everyone look like this if their race doesn't actually, or their skin color doesn't actually matter. But
yeah, I guess so.
But Usopp here still does not have that skin tone. He's still just whiter than everyone else. This is more akin to what Oda colors all of his, like, all the skin colors. This is more akin to what Oda actually does. And to me, this looks fine. This looks fine to me. But, like, everything else, it's just yeah, no, it's really.
Is he the same skin color? Is he supposed to be the same skin color as Luffy?
So this is the same. In this art, he is the same skin tone as Luffy and as Nami and as Zoro.
Brazilian, right?
Luffy.
So they're all the same skin tone.
Yes, Luffy, if he was from the real world, he would be Brazilian. Nami would be Swedish, Zoro would be Japanese, and Usopp would be South African. That's what, or actually not South African. Oda just said Africa, which is very generic.
Yeah, it could be a couple different.
But when you look at him and you see all these little things, it's very easy to understand why people would just be like, oh yeah, he's black. And honestly, even with his skin tone, he looks like he could be a light-skinned black guy, while everyone else still looks like they could be their respective race. Just kind of a very generic tone, I guess.
It's the power of watercolor, because like they look the same to me, but they're not.
Yeah.
Right? But at the same time, you're still okay with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and if it looks more like this, I'd be fine with it. But instead, they just made him like super pale, and it's just really funny. It's unfortunate, but it's really funny.
I don't know why I don't know. I'm not sure why they did that.
Yeah, they still. Yeah, and AJ's
it's
right. They
funny to
won't
me,
get rid of the donut lips though. Rather than getting rid of the donut lips, they'd rather just make him whiter. Which, to be
What an
fair,
interesting course of action.
I feel like the donut lips are a bit too ingrained. They're too much a part of his character at this point in terms of his design. Because like I've seen art in which he doesn't have the donut lips and it just looks wrong. I still think there's I think there has to be a better way than whitening him or just getting rid of the donut lips. There has to be a better way. It's just absurd.
Getting rid of the list would be like if you took away his nose.
Yeah, exactly.
But just defining features.
Yeah.
I don't
Live
know.
action gets away with it because it's live action.
Right. Now, is that all there was to that? Like, is there any other...
It's really just
Fun
it. I just
stuff.
want to say it looks really cool. It has a bunch of people on board. I love the art style from the concept art. And Usopp is
Yeah.
white.
And Usopp is white.
Usopp is white.
Yeah, overall, it looks really good, except for Usopp being white.
Well, we will we'll see what it looks like in at the earliest. My guess is holiday next year.
Uh-huh.
But I also think Solus might be right, and it might just end up being 2026 or 2025.
Sounds like a reasonable
2026
time frame.
probably. I forgot next year's
2026 would make
2025.
more
I
sense.
blanked for a second. It's 2024.
Well, man, it was 2022 last year, so you know what? It's just how time flies, right?
Yeah.
Before that, it was 2014.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, to move on to the next thing.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
this deal.
So I don't know if you watched this. This one was also something that I kind of want to get your opinion on. Or
No, I did not watch it. I saw it. I want to watch it, and I will watch it, but I did not see what he said, so I'm gonna need a rundown.
basically, if anyone knows the YouTuber Saberspark, he put up a video a few days ago called "What's Ruining Voice Acting? Hollywood Just Doesn't Care," and it's basically this amazing breakdown of the voice acting industry, how it started, how it got to where it is now, how it just like how it's being like kind of destroyed and like disrespected, and how like we keep getting these Hollywood live action actors who clearly don't give a shit and do a really bad job and only get cast because of their name.
Yep.
And how it's just like this is so much more complicated than just, oh, you just go into a booth and talk into a mic and then you leave.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get to do that. But it's just this great video. It breaks it all down. I highly recommend it if you want to understand why voice acting as an industry is just kind of like going down the toilet right now.
Yeah, I will definitely watch, and I got there's a couple things about that. It's like there are people, so there are actors, film actors, TV actors, who do a really, really good job in the voiceover booths, and that's it's not to downplay that there aren't people who do a really good job, but there are people who just really don't give a fuck, don't respect the medium, and then go in there, give a poor performance and stuff like that.
There comes
Do you remember there was that one game that I think it was an MMA game. It was a UFC game. And they actually got Ronda Rousey, I think, to voice somebody.
No, that was Mortal Kombat.
Oh,
That was
right, they
that
got
was
Ronda Rousey to voice someone in Mortal Kombat,
yeah.
and it was dog shit, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
actually
because it was like,
awful.
oh, it's a name. Yeah, it's like, well, so she's UFC, right? She's an MMA fighter.
Yeah.
Stream's buffering again.
Is it?
Minor buffer, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, so that's the thing, is like WWE would be different because those are they're acting, right? They're doing stunts, but they're acting to a degree. They put effort into it. But Ronda Rousey is not WWE, she's just a fighter.
Mm-hmm.
Her talent is fighting in the ring and getting knockouts or whatever they do. It is not, acting. So I thought when they do shit like that is what happens. But then you have things like Elder Scrolls 4, Oblivion. two of the main characters, the Emperor was voiced by Patrick Stewart, and then Martin Septim was voiced by Sean Bean. And they brought their own unique styles to it, not doing the whole voice acting breathy shit. They just talked like they would if they were in a TV show, and it sounds great. It sounds great. It's like one had like some Disney stars in it, right?
God
And
damn
those
it,
people
OBS
did a
disconnected
phenomenal
again.
job. Yeah.
Reconnected.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Reconnected it was covered in the last. This is not a podcast, and we talked about how they were fighting for basic rights against AI usage. Thing is that's going to destroy new actors coming into the field because new actors see, the AI reasons, and apparently involving the most recent voice acting strike, SAG-AFTRA has once again stabbed the members in the back for the sake of AI. But yeah, long story short, it's not what
3 to 11.
Oh yes, that's not even. Yeah.
I think it might just be a good idea just to try again later.
Yeah.
Try a different day.
So.
I don't know. This is
Probably
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Well, if you guys can hear this, sorry, but we're gonna try again later, different day. Sorry, this is absurd. I don't know what's going on. I need to fix my internet. This is I hate this.
Yeah, we're gonna try and do this a little later.
Yeah,
But
I guess just let them know in the chat.
yeah. Well, actually, I think it's still broadcasting, but I'll put it in chat anyway.
Is it? Well, just in case, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what they can see in here.
Let's see.